has been talking about for the last 3 months, and it's finally here. It is the simplest game on television. 1 participant, 21 questions, and all that is required is the willingness to tell the truth.
Hey, Vasky here, and we're going to be talking about something really, really interesting. There's this old game show from 2008 called Moment of Truth, and it was cancelled. Now, why it was cancelled is a bit controversial, a bit murky, but we're going to be looking at the first episode and trying to figure out exactly why. It'll become obvious why it was cancelled. I'm going to be honest. You'll know exactly why. So we're going to be looking at the first episode, but before we get into that, let me give you some background how the show works.
Prior to tonight's show, all of our contestants have undergone a rigorous polygraph exam. They don't know the results of that test. If they tell the truth, they can win up to $500,000.
So the show essentially works by having contestants answer questions before the show even actually starts, right? They're hooked up to some lie detector test. There are a bunch of questions that are asked, and the contestants are not told whether the results of those answered questions are true or false. When they get to the game show and they're asked back those same questions, but a curated section of them. I think they're asked like 50 questions initially, and they're only asked 21 on the game show. So when they're asked those 21 hard-hitting questions, then the result is known whether they tell the truth or not. So all they have to do is tell the truth, and they get to win up to $500,000. Yeah, easy, right?
Have you ever thought that your boyfriend Jeff might be gay? Blame your father for tearing your family apart. Is there a part of your husband's body that repulses you? Do you really care about the starving children in Africa? Have you ever helped someone smuggle something into the country?
Yeah, they're asked something literally illegal, right? That's illegal. That's illegal where I live. Is that illegal where you? Let me know down in the comments if that's illegal where you are. So the game has 21 questions, and after every certain set of questions, you gain money. So for the first set, you have to answer 6 questions. For the second set, it's 5, and then 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1. Before hearing another question, you can choose to take the money in whatever section you're at. And the questions naturally get progressively harder, more intimate, and so on and so forth. So we're introduced to this guy called Tycak. So Tycak is a gym trainer. He's a trainer. And Ty brought along with him friends and family. Now among his friends and family is his lovely wife.
I'm Katya, Ty's wife. I'm April, Ty's friend.
I'm Martez, Ty's friend.
At the start, they asked some basic questions like, do you like the way you look? Have you ever lied to skip work? Something like that, simple things like that. And then they're asked stuff like,
Have you ever suspected one of your friends of making a play for Katya?
So Ty's run on this game show has been interesting. There's a lot of ups and a whole lot of downs.
Yes.
That answer is true.
Okay, so I honestly believe that this game show does 2 things. It either fosters already existing healthy relationships by bringing up interesting topics that you guys might have been scared to talk about and reaffirming your values and your love for each other, or it completely destroys your relationship. Yeah, and it does those 2 things very, very well. It does it very well. So, yeah, that's essentially what happens to our friend here. Because they ask this question.
Is there something you have done that could cause Katya not to trust you?
And then it goes downhill from there.
Yes.
That answer is true.
How do you come back from that? So Ty's run of the game show has been an interesting one because he's an honest man, right? He's going to tell you how it is. But the truth hurts. And I think that's the point of the game show. It's trying to get out those uncomfortable truths so that couples can talk about them, especially after this game show. And if you're married and so on, you get to discuss things that you might have not brought up before, either out of fear or you think that it might hurt the other person's feelings. But it brings up the uncomfortable topics that you can now have an avenue to speak on after the game show. But while you're there, it's pretty rough, especially if you're having those conversations or opening those avenues for those conversations to the entire public, because it's a publicly viewing, it's a publicly viewed, it's on TV. Well, it was on TV. Having said all of that, there are some things that, you know, you might want to discuss in private, but this brings it into the public domain, which not only looks bad on you as a husband or a partner, but also on your significant other who's sitting in the chair hearing these responses and having to act all coy about it. They have to act all cool. You know, it's kind of a rough take, right? And I don't think today's society can handle, although we're a bit woke movement, we're also fantastical and stuff. I don't think it's something that could realistically be done in today's society. Enough of my ranting. Let's get back to Ty Kak and his interesting answers.
As a personal trainer, have you touched a female client more than was required of you?
No.
That answer is
Like,
false.
He did all of this damage and went home with no money, and I think that's the kicker of the show, coupled with the fact that lie detector tests can be fooled and it's not 100% accurate. There's kind of a bit of controversy there, so yeah, it's not a foolproof test to say, oh yeah, this guy's definitely lying or definitely telling the truth. You know, there's still some level of uncertainty there.
Why do you think it came up false?
Well, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, when you're training people, yeah, you gotta physically touch them.
Right.
But what's required, you know.
How do you come back from that? And not only do you not get the money by lying about it, you now have to go and face the consequences with your wife. I can't confirm whether they actually split as a result of this particular episode, but I'm pretty sure that at least the relationship had some strain and there was a lot more conversations that opened up as a result, and that might be a good thing depending on how you look at it. At least they get to talk about it. This game show has been an interesting one. It's definitely something that a lot of people don't know about, and funnily enough, all of the episodes are available right here on YouTube, at least at the point of this recording, so you can go and watch a full episode yourself. Yeah, I'll leave a link to that down in the description below. Well, let me know down in the comments below if you think those guys are still together or if they're now split, or if you have any more information that I don't have about that couple. Let me know. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Boom, chop.